That was something I promised that I would never do because there's a lot more important things than toothpaste on the mirror. This is my special note. No one else needs to see my special note. And always my biggest fear has been losing my dad, or now it's losing Logan. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Being a great day, great night. My name is Brianna, and if you saw the title, you know what this video is about. So, I was giving a talk in church the other day, and it was on marriage. I'm like, I've been married 3 months. What do you want to hear? What ended up being really good, a lot of stuff kind of happened, and realizations and just different things that I thought were really good. So, I thought I would get on here and 3 things that I kind of pointed out in that talk that I've learned so far in marriage. So, I'll just get right into this. Number 1. So, this one needs a little story background. I heard the story a long time ago about this woman. She'd always be cleaning the mirrors, and there was the toothpaste stains on it. And she'd always get on her husband, like, why don't you clean this up? You're making this mess. And always getting down on him. Well, years passed, and he passes away, and she goes in to clean the mirror, and she realizes that it was her. She was the one that had left those stains on the mirror the whole entire time. So, on to that lesson. That was something I promised that I would never do I would just kind of work with stuff, deal with it sort of thing, you know, and all that. Because there's a lot more important things than toothpaste on the mirror. But when you get married, you're kind of getting used to someone, you're living with someone in all new dynamic. And at first I was getting kind of irritated. I didn't really say as much to him, but to Logan it was like he was leaving kind of like socks around. Maybe his laptop wasn't put in the exact spot I wanted it to be. There was kind of cereal, like different things around. And for a while, it was really bugging me. And I was like trying to keep it in, and sometimes I would just be probably not the nicest, just like, why isn't this cleaned up? And other times kind of like hinting that needs to be picked up. And it hit me a little bit ago of, wait. I started looking around and realizing, oh, I left my blanket unfolded. Oh, I left my purse there. Oh, I was in the middle of doing this and I left this out. And I started to realize that I was doing the same exact thing, and by just picking on my spouse, this is not going to solve the problem. It also had me kind of think into more of trying to cherish the small moments, because yeah, stuff is happening, but there are worse things that can happen, and to be kind of okay with it. I'm going to finish that thought in a little bit. But for right now, I want to get into the second thing I've learned, which is love languages. Now, if you've been following me for a while, I love the love languages. I love focusing on them. They're great. I've really looked into them and how they work with different people, and just seeing how they work with me is great. But kind of going into a marriage and changing that from just a dating aspect to a marriage aspect, there's been a lot of changes that I think go into that. Logan's love languages are different than mine, and I would even say sometimes on the opposite. The things that are really important to him are not as important to me. And just how we connect. And at first, there were different things that I could feel that like he needed. One of his is a quality time. And for me, that's kind of low. Like, doesn't really matter all that much to me what's kind of going on. And I started realizing that's something that was really important to him, and just trying to change that. Instead of being annoyed by something, to change that around, and then able to change that and turn it around. And just kind of change that, instead of it just being like how I want to just give that way, to see how my spouse wants that, and implementing that. And that's really helped strengthen us, and I think make me a better person as well. I felt like I've been preparing for so long, and I felt pretty prepared going into this, but there's definitely still things I've not done as well as I wish I would have. The third thing is the little things are the most important. Logan's at work and school all day, I'm working all day, we're really busy, and a lot of time we don't have a lot of time together, which is really hard. And how important the little things are. If that's him picking a Chick-fil-A on his way home from work because he knows I'm having a rough day and I don't want to cook. If that is one night I was having a rough night, and he got in this car that was actually really funny, just related to us, and it really just lit up my day. Or another time when I was not having a hard time, he wrote on the mirror, he wrote this really sweet note, and I left it up for a while until he had guests come over, and I was like, I'm gonna erase this because this is my special note. No one else needs to see my special note. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And it's really the little things that are so important to show each other. It's not always a big thing, like buying a big trip to Hawaii or getting a new car. The little things are so important, and they're gonna be the things that I remember for a long time, is those little tiny things. I think they're just so special, especially when they're at rough times and hard times. All right, I'm gonna go back to number 1. And I wanna go into more story about this. So back to the little things. I think it also kind of sparked of an Instagram reel. This woman just showing how like her husband left a shirt on the floor, and it could be irritated, but instead she kind of sits back and tries to enjoy that moment because at least she knows her husband's there. And how important that is to me. I've lost quite a bit of family members to random situations. We're still not sure to this day what happened to them. And always my biggest fear has been losing my dad, or now it's losing Logan. And just taking a second to think, to sit back and realize, at least I have him. I will take those dirty socks. I will take the cereal left out. I will take anything just to know he's there and that I have another day. And it makes her crying because honestly it means so much to me that I do have him. And even if there's things that could bother me, I shouldn't let them bother me because he does so much for me too. And I have those little quirks too, and I'm leaving stuff everywhere, and it's not important to waste time being sad or being irritated over something that's really not a big deal. And just trying to do those little things just help and to show are so important, because the people around us are so special and we are blessed with amazing people. And just trying to take these moments now to enjoy and to not get mad, and just to show my husband that I love him. I think it's so important because you never know when those moments are going to end. So I hope you guys like this video, and hopefully these 3 things help you in your marriage if you're married now, or if you're getting married, or so you'll get married sometime in the future. I feel like they could be helpful to people, hopefully. If you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day, great night. God bless.